Yo, welcome to the Hot Seat Podcast presented by Playbook Sports. My name's Anthony. To my right, I got my boy Wilson. To my left, I got my boy Christian. And today, we're going to be talking about our top 20 fantasy wide receivers and top 10 fantasy tight ends. Let's get straight to it. Yo, just want to clear something up really quick. We recorded the top tight ends, and it just was really uninteresting, so we took it out of the podcast. If you want to see our list, we'll probably post something on Twitter eventually. But nah, it just wasn't it. We got our top 20 wide receivers. Remember, this is fantasy. So if your favorite receiver isn't here, don't say like, fucking DeAndre Hopkins should be there, even though he's a free agent.
Right. No, he's on the Titans now.
Oh, yeah, I'm tripping. But you guys know what I mean. Don't say your favorite player should be there just because they're your favorite player. We're talking fantasy. We're trying to give you guys the insight. Never draft with your heart. Draft with your mind. Let's kick it off, fellas. Wilson. Well, can you give me your 23 to 16?
23 to 16.
Woo.
20. Jerry Jeudy.
Okay. Weak ass pick.
Stop. 19, Calvin Ridley. 18, Terry McLaurin. 17, Amari Cooper. And 16, A.J. Brown.
Oh, that is crazy.
Let's talk about it.
Hey, honestly, okay. All right. I mean, yeah, go ahead, Wilson. How do you feel?
Talk about why is A.J. Brown that low to you?
So,
and watch what you say, because he might jump over this table and beat your ass.
Yeah, no. I know Christian's going to agree with me, okay? Kind
of, but yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, obviously, great receiver, still going to be good. But I felt like last season he was a little bit, inconsistent, He had his, small games, and he had his really big games. I think I could definitely see that happening again, but I feel like I think on the other end, Devontae Smith, I think he's going to be perform a little bit better than him. But you can't really have two guys up there like that, and they're kind of really different receivers too. So I mean, I feel like Devontae Smith's probably going to take more of his share, so that's why he's going to be a little bit lower.
Yeah, that's kind of a lot of people would be like, "Oh, AJ Brown at 16, you must hate him. He's you think he sucks." But that's
good.
That's not
16 still.
16's a top 16.
He's still starting.
Yeah,
he's still starting on your fantasy team.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah, guys like Amari Cooper, Terry McLaurin, they're still wide receivers one on their team. Mm-hmm. So yeah, there's a lot of good receivers in this league
for sure.
Yeah, so, there's a lot. This list was hard.
Yeah.
To rank. I feel like other than the top three, anyone could have gone anywhere. Yeah, Christian, you want to give yours?
All right, so my 20, I have Drake London. 19, I have DJ Moore. 18, I have Christian Watson. 17, Terry McLaurin, and 16, Amari Cooper.
You're rocking out with a Jordan Love receiver this year?
I am.
That's your guy, huh?
I am. I really like Jordan Love, as you guys will see this again throughout this year. But yeah, I think a lot of these guys, like Drake London, I think he's going to get a lot of touches. He finished 38th last year, but I think Ritter's going to be a better quarterback than Mariota was, so they'll be throwing the ball some, and Drake London will get those touches.
I forgot to put him on my list.
And
I was going to have him.
DJ Moore, I think he's going to be that wide receiver one for Justin Fields, so I think he'll definitely get a lot of touches, and they're going to throw the ball a lot more this year. Watson, he was top 25 last year, so I think he only gets better with Jordan Love. And then
what's that mean? Are you dissing on Aaron Rodgers with that?
Well, no, he missed games. He missed games last year, so I think, and he didn't really turn up until the end of the year. So, but no, I like Aaron Rodgers too, but Jordan Love is going to be a good quarterback. So that's my 20 through 16.
At my 20, I had Amari Cooper. My 19, I had Mike Evans. 18, DJ Moore. 17, I have Kadarius Toney. And 16, I have Devontae Smith.
So we both have Eagles quarterbacks. 16.
Yeah. I think kind of like what Wilson said, you can't have two top, 15 receivers, top 10 receivers. I like Devontae Smith. I might sound like a hater on the pod because I know these guys are about to meat ride him. But I think he's a really good receiver. I just think the torch, he's not ready for the torch yet from A.J. Brown. Oh, yeah. I mean, with Amari Cooper, 20 might feel low. But with Deshaun Watson, he wasn't that good. With Brissett, he was a lot better. Maybe they could develop that chemistry a little more. But I think he's just boring. Like, that's kind of how I feel about Amari Cooper. And maybe that just, is me being a hater. But I think I looked it up. What's pass rank?
He was 8 last year.
He was higher than I thought. 8 was damn. But I don't know. I just don't think he's a fun receiver.
Okay.
Kadarius Toney. You guys got Kadarius Toney on your list?
I don't have him at all.
Yeah, me neither.
And I know I talked about him being a sleeper, but, it just came out that he got injured. And he's not going to be – he may not even be ready week 1, so I just kind of kept him away.
I think he's going to take a lot of what McColl was doing with that team.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's going to be a big part of their offense and probably their wide receiver 1. So.
Definitely. Yeah, no, he definitely has a shot at that, so.
Got to put a Patrick Mahomes wide receiver 1 in there. Will, drop your 15 to 11.
15, Chris Olave. 14, Deebo Samuel. 13, DK Metcalf. 12, Garrett Wilson. And 11, T. Higgins.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I'll just go down the list. So Chris Olave, I think he's going to have a great year this season. Rookie last season, I think he's going to have a lot of growth. What was his rank last season?
23.
23, yeah, no, definitely, yeah. He's definitely going to grow from that. Derek Carr, he's not a bad quarterback, I feel like a lot of people are kind of hating on him getting picked up at the Saints, but honestly, it was probably their best option at the time, I think he'll do fine with Derek Carr. And yeah, 14, Deebo Samuel, the Niners have a way to utilize him and all that. I think he'll still be solid. Yeah, they'll figure it out. And then DK Metcalf, big body guy, big body Benz. Yeah, fucking jacked. He'll do this thing out there. With Tyler Lockett and then the rookie they just got. It's a lot of distractions on the field. I feel like it'll make up a lot of it'll free him up a little bit. Get some more targets. With Geno throwing the ball to him, and then Garrett Wilson, he's solid too. I don't think he's top 10 in fantasy though, and top 10 in general. But there's another video for that about the Jets.
You love shitting on the Jets, dude. Yeah. You gotta stop playing with them. They're gonna be good next year.
Nah.
They're gonna be good. I'll bet on it. Would you do the bet with the Broncos
against the Jets? I don't know. I gotta sit on that one.
He keeps doing that shit. Every time I bring him one, he sits on it, bro.
It's kind of early, okay? We don't know about injuries and all that, so yeah,
But what if Aaron Rodgers gets hurt? It's the same thing.
If Aaron Rodgers gets hurt, nah.
They got Zach Wilson, bro. Don't worry.
Yeah.
You gotta by our week 1 podcast. You gotta accept one.
Yeah, well.
All right,
yeah.
I'm ready for
definitely,
it.
Yeah.
Because producer in the back's already gonna have to owe me food by the end of the year, and then you're gonna have to owe me food at the end of the year. I'm gonna find some shit for your ass to give me some food at the end of the year.
It's gonna be hard, bro. I promise you.
And then we're all gonna be eating good.
So who's your 10? Or was that 11?
I did 15 to 11.
Okay.
15.
Garrett Wilson was 11.
11 was T. Higgins.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
I don't got him on my list, bro.
Wow.
T. Higgins?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think Devontae Smith's a better wide receiver 2 than him. And I just think it's hard to be a wide receiver 2 and be high up like that.
I'll get back to you on that.
All right, let's go.
15, I have Calvin Ridley. 14, I have DK Metcalf. 13, I have T. Higgins. 12, I have Chris Olave. And 11, I have Jalen Waddle.
Let's go.
So, Jalen Waddle finished 7th last year. So I think he's definitely bound to have another solid year. Maybe not as good as last year, but he'll definitely be in that top 15 range. And then who else? Chris Olave, kind of same thing. You already hit on that. DK Metcalf, same thing. So, I kind of like where these guys are at right now. Calvin Ridley's a new one because he hasn't played in 2 years, but I think he'll be that wide receiver 1 for the Jags.
I think Christian Kirk still got that wide receiver 1 after what I saw from last year. I mean, maybe I'm forgetting about Calvin Ridley, but to me it kind of just seemed like, I don't know. He was a good wide receiver 2 when they were in the Super Bowl, and then after that kind of just felt like he was getting all the balls that they threw. But my 15 to 11, I got DeAndre Hopkins, who I do want to talk about. Garrett Wilson. I got Terry McLaurin, Terry McLaurin, Christian Kirk, and then Jalen Waddle's my 11. I think DeAndre Hopkins just didn't want to play in the Cardinals, and it showed. I think he's going to go back to how he used to be in Tennessee, and I think he's probably a top 3 talent-wise receiver in the league. So I think he's going to be good there, even if their quarterback's fucking Ryan Tannehill.
Do you have D-Hop on your thing? No, me neither.
He was my sleeper, because I was heavy research, nights staying up late, trying to figure this shit out. And then I was like, yeah, let me throw D-Hop on my list. Let's go through our top 10s, man, one by one. My number 10, I kind of got a crazy one here. But I got Davante Adams at number 10.
Wow, okay.
Dang.
Pretty big drop next year, but I just don't think Garoppolo plays to his style as good as Derek Carr. And I think it's kind of interesting, though, that this is probably Garoppolo's best receiver he's ever played with. So, I mean, we'll see how that works, but...
It's Davante Adams, though.
I know, but I don't know. Garoppolo's weak, dude.
He is weak, but it's Davante Adams, though.
But Davante Adams is going to beat you on those deep balls in the mid, and Jimmy G's a check down guy. And that team's going to be ass. They're double, triple teaming Davante.
I don't know.
When I said D-Hop is a top 3 receiver, I think Davante is better than him, and I think Justin Jefferson's better than him.
That's it?
Wait, D-Hop all time, or are you talking about
in the league right now, talent-wise.
Damn.
But I just, how the fuck are you going to...
D-Hop right now is top 3, bro?
I think so.
Then why'd you have him at
Nah,
3?
bro.
Because it's fantasy.
D-Hop is not top 3 right now, man.
When you're talking straight talent...
He's getting into his Julio area.
Then how many receivers do you think are better than D-Hop?
Now?
And then I'm going to ask you to name one.
Right now?
Uh-huh.
Literally the rest of the people I have on my list.
Yeah, literally all 10 of the people I have on my list are better.
Who's your 10? And then I'll let you know.
You want me to name my 10 right now?
Yeah.
All right. 1, Justin Jefferson, obviously.
Wait, no. I mean, at number 10.
Wait, what?
Name your number 10.
Oh, my number 10.
Yeah.
Oh, DeVonta Smith.
DeVonta Smith is not a better receiver than D-Hop, bro.
Okay.
Honestly, he is.
And
I have him at 10 too, so that's good.
Honestly, this season he might perform well. I think he'll.
But I'm not talking about performance. I'm talking about if you were to ask cornerbacks in the league who do you not want to guard, they're gonna say DeAndre Hopkins before they say DeVonta Smith.
I mean, that's just because of his track record. That's because of his career.
I don't know. I think he's just harder to guard.
I mean, I don't know. There's no way for us to know who's harder to guard, but
yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I had DeVonta Smith at 10 too. He finished 10 last year in fantasy as a wide receiver 2, so I think that's very impressive. And I think he's only getting better. He's entering his 3rd year, so I think he's going to do it again. Top 10 finish. I'm a little biased here too, but I also believe that.
I don't know. I'm not too high compared to my co-host, but I think he's going to be good this year. I think he's definitely going to have some 35-point fantasy games.
Yeah. I mean, he's one of the best. I mean, he was the best college wide receiver damn near of all time. Winning a Heisman as a wide receiver is very tough. So I think he'll eventually reach that point where he's one of the best receivers in the league. Just my opinion.
Dang. As a wide receiver too?
No, he'll pass up A.J. Brown eventually, like we were saying, but just not. I don't know about it might happen this year, but I think next year for sure.
You haven't said A.J. Brown yet, huh?
No, I haven't.
Who's your number 9?
Devontae Adams.
Okay.
Or no, my bad. Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson I have at number 9.
I didn't have the balls to put him higher than where I put him.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I really like him. And he's going to be that guy. That Aaron Rodgers just seems to have that guy. So I think it's Garrett Wilson for the Jets, and that's who he's going to be throwing to a lot.
Producer, can you look up how many top 10 wide receivers Aaron Rodgers has had in his career? Because I feel like it's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I literally wrote for Garrett Wilson. Super good last year. Now imagine him with Aaron Rodgers. And I agree with you. I mean, like, I don't have the balls to put him 9, but I'm glad you did. I'm glad someone's giving flowers. Who's your 9, Will? While producer looks that up.
Yeah, sorry, I have to disable Adwalker. I'm gonna get rid of that.
My number 9 is Amon-Ra St. Brown.
I like it, dude. I like it.
Yeah, you know, he. I know last season, you know, the first few weeks he went crazy, and then I believe he got hurt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that kind of like settled him down a little bit. You know, he had to pick it back up, but I think, you know, with a full off season now, and now he's getting more time with Jared Goff, I feel like he definitely get into that top 10 era. So
I like it. I got him still on my list. At my 9, I got Michael Thomas. Might be a little bit of a hot take.
Michael Thomas.
I think Michael Thomas has the best year of his career this year. And I know in Discord they were talking today. Shout out to Discord about how like it kind of feels like he doesn't want to be there, and maybe that's true. But I feel like shutting him down every year, like he's gonna want to go out there and kill something eventually. And I think this is the year he kind of explodes again because he hasn't really been good for the last 3 years as far as fantasy goes.
He hasn't really played too much in the last couple of years. He's been hurt. But, yeah, that's why I didn't really touch him. I haven't seen him play. But it's interesting.
Definitely a high-risk, high-reward player. So.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
if you pick him that early, it's definitely, you know, you're really betting on him for sure.
You got, he is a good, I think, you take a Michael Thomas and then you take, a safer wide receiver to go along with him because that could win you a league for sure. My number 8, just recycling what Will said. You got the info?
I'm just trying to make sure here. So when you ask me how many top 10 wide receivers he has, right? I'm seeing lists of 5 best wide receivers he's played with, and it's only 5, and I have names. Do you want me to just list them out for you?
Sure, list them out and then we can figure it out.
Alright, so number 5, James Jones.
Who the fuck is that?
That's
James
what I'm saying
Old.
before.
He's old.
Yeah, he's old. I don't know.
Randall Cobb.
Randall Cobb. I don't think he was ever top 10.
Greg Jennings.
Probably top 10.
Jordy Nelson.
Top 10.
For sure.
And
Devontae.
then Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
Top 10.
Yeah.
So
So
3.
that's the 5 that it lists, and then there's other lists, but it's usually just the same dudes.
I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
Number 8, I got Amon-Ra St. Brown.
So do I. Same.
We're on the same. Nothing
Okay.
really to say. We agree with you. I think he's gonna have a really good year, and the Lions are a
Up and coming team.
up and coming team, but their offense is just slinging it. They just put up a lot of points. So you want dudes like that on your fantasy team.
So my number 8 is Jalen Waddle. You know,
Damn.
fast, quick dude. Obviously, he's gonna get that rack. You know. So yeah, it doesn't even matter who the quarterback is. Honestly, just hit the drags to Waddle and he'll be fine.
He'll explode.
For sure. I had him in fantasy last year. He was very good.
Yeah. He'll definitely have this big game. So yeah.
You guys don't
ready
get
for that.
Don't get scared drafting a wide receiver too, because I feel like every year I'm this guy's good, but I just can't risk him shutting down certain games.
No, I don't get scared because most of the time they are my wide receiver too anyway, and it's a passing league, so guys are going to get their touches.
So would you rock out a team if you had Jalen Waddle and Devontae Smith or like Jalen Waddle and T Higgins, would you be cool with that, or would you rather have like a Justin Jefferson and like
I would be cool with that.
like
I'd be
Kadarius
cool with
Toney?
that.
Yeah, I would be
Two
cool with
others.
that. Yeah, I mean, there's still good quality receivers at the end of the day, so they'll get, like Christian said, they'll get their touches for sure.
Yeah.
So,
All right, I'm not gonna disagree. My 7, Christian's not gonna like this, but I got CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb.
me too.
Dak's not throwing 10 interceptions this year. He said it, so lock it in.
Oh, he said that.
He said
That's
it.
a quote, huh?
That's a quote. I'm pulling the quote. So I got CeeDee Lamb sitting at my 7.
Christian, what do you think about that?
Are you tie breaking with us?
more
Are we
than
on?
10
There's a
receptions?
reason why CeeDee Lamb's not even on my list. So we don't rock with CeeDee Lamb or anyone like that over there.
Oh, yeah, she's
Is
serious.
that a racial?
He's not on the list?
He's not on my list at all.
Dude, you got
What's the
You
reason?
have a good reason for that.
Because he's a Cowboy, bro, and Cowboys just aren't winners. So, I have at my 7, I have Devontae Adams. So
Okay.
we've already discussed him. He's gonna have a great year, I think.
I'm with you. What's your 6?
6, I have AJ Brown.
Okay.
He finished 4 last year. He had a great year, but I don't know. It's a lot going on over there. I don't know if he is even that high, but I have him at 6 right now.
Well, 6.
6. It's Cooper Kupp.
Dang.
Yeah, Cooper Kupp. Always, you gotta put you gotta put at least one white boy on the list, And Cooper Kupp is that guy, okay? Obviously, I don't think he's gonna be like 1 or 2 or anything like that. I think Matthew Stafford is really, really overrated, and I feel like he's gonna have. I think that's it. Honestly, I think that's it for him.
Yeah, for real.
So but I think he'll still get the ball to Cooper Kupp. Obviously, they still have that chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
There's a reason why they won the Super Bowl too. So, but yeah, I think Cooper Kupp would just be like right outside of the top 5. But
Okay.
yeah,
My 6 is Stephon Diggs. I feel like a lot of these guys are kind of like you could rotate them.
Right, for sure, yeah.
So like
These
not,
are all top 10 guys for sure, or top 5 at least, in that range.
not much to say about him. He's good. We all know it. But yeah, number 6 I got Diggs. Number 5 I got AJ Brown. Everyone's kind of said something about AJ Brown. This is an Eagles podcast, so
Right.
okay.
5, I have Cooper Kupp.
okay.
So, same kind of deal. He didn't really play too much at the end of last year. He got injured, but, he'll have a great year.
For sure.
5 Tyreek Hill.
Whoa.
Yeah,
I feel like that's low.
you think that's low?
Yeah, I think. You agree?
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, he's still good, but I just feel like these other receivers that are ranked higher than him will have a better year than him.
Okay.
Tua, he's okay. He'll still hit the drags, but
Hit the drags.
yeah, hit the flats. Yeah, I mean,
So you have Waddle at 8 and Tyreek at 5.
Fuck, dude.
Damn, yeah. Last year Hill finished 3 and Waddle finished 7. So
yeah,
we can't
so
say
about
it
the
can't, we
same
can't say it
range.
can't happen again.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean, same kind of scenario. Tyreek Hill, he's getting a little bit older, I think, but he's still got his legs a little bit, probably for like a couple more years. But
Who's your 5 then? Who's over Tyreek?
who's like
Or your 4? I
that-
mean,
yeah.
yeah.
my 4 is Devontae Adams. Yeah.
I don't like that, bro.
Dude, he's
Okay.
still that guy. Okay,
Yeah.
he's still
I
that guy.
respect
Even
it, bro. I respect that.
even though fuck the Raiders, Devontae Adams is still good. I think if he had any other like good quarterback, he'd be probably like 2 or 3.
I agree with you on that, but I don't know. It's Jimmy G, bro. Like, I don't know. I don't know if Jimmy G's ever had a receiver that high up in fantasy.
Kittle, technically,
I guess, but I mean, I don't know. It's just, it's weird. Kittle definitely, but as a receiver, even on the Patriots, who they have, I guess he's never played with a receiver this talented.
Yeah,
I said earlier, but
Yeah, saying that Devontae Adams was before this well doesn't really mean Jimmy G is gonna perform that well. I don't think Jimmy G is gonna do shit. Honestly, I think he's just gonna like, you know, throw it up to Adams, even if he's like double coverage. You know, he'll find a way. Adams will find a way.
Didn't the Raiders draft a quarterback too?
No.
I'm not sure. No,
I don't think so. At least not like early.
Producer, can you check on that? Dang. Yeah, I think it would be cool to see like where if Garoppolo ends the season as their quarterback.
The Raiders drafted a linebacker. His name's Amari Burney.
Okay.
6th round at least. I don't know.
Can you see who their what their depth chart looks like? Yeah, at quarterback.
I think it's Jason Stidham.
I think so too.
Jared Stidham. Yeah. I don't think they drafted a quarterback unless he was like
He ain't shit either.
Yeah.
He's weak as fuck.
Did you say your 4 already?
My 4 is. You got it, Izzy?
No, I'm sorry. I'm just reading. Keep going.
My 4 is Cooper Kupp. I think like a couple years ago it was unanimous he was the best receiver in the league, and he just keeps getting hurt. I think this year he finally gets back to it. I think their offense will be good this year. Like I think they'll be back. But I'm kind of like also talking like injuries can't happen, you know, and like you never know in this league. But definitely I think he'll be a lot. If he stays healthy, you could argue he's wide receiver 1, but I wouldn't do it. I got him at 4. Chris?
4, I got Stephon Diggs. Kind of already same thing. He's that guy. So.
He's one of those dudes that I feel like falls a lot.
Yeah, he does. I had him last year, and he
He was kind of mid last year. A little bit.
Last year. I mean, he still finished top 5, but he would have his drop-offs, especially in the playoffs.
Did he have like a
Fantasy playoffs.
3-point game?
Yeah, he totally sold me at the end last year. So.
Dang.
Yeah.
Have you said your 4? It was Devontae?
Yeah, and then 3 Ash had Diggs. So Christian kind of explained that. So
my 3 is Jamar Chase. I think he's gonna have a really good year this year. Yeah, I mean I don't know what to say about these top guys. Like it's kind of like, you know, they're all gonna have good years. They're all gonna have good years. They're all gonna be good. So give me Jamar Chase at 3. Chris?
3, I have Tyreek Hill. So.
Good receiver.
Great receiver.
I got Tyreek Hill at 2. I wonder if we're all unanimous at number 1. That's kind of what I'm waiting for.
I mean, you already heard my number 1 because I had to explain it. But I want to say something about Tyreek Hill, though. I feel like every time people talk about Tyreek Hill, I feel like they think too much about Madden and how he's like, you know, a glitch in Madden. He's like the fastest guy, and people like love him using that. I think he's good, but I don't know. I just feel like he's like. He might be a little bit overrated.
Really? Dude, no. I think,
I was about to say the opposite.
Yeah, I think.
I was going to say, like, I feel like people get distracted by how fast he is. And,
Right.
like, he's a really good receiver. That's how I feel. I mean, like, I could.
That's exactly how I feel.
But, yeah, I don't know.
Everyone just says, he's fast, you know, like, that's his only thing. But no, like, he's actually pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a lot of fast guys that aren't as good as him.
John Ross.
Right, like there's guys that are faster probably than him and that aren't as good. So,
I think about those kids that like adore Tyreek Hill. You know?
Oh, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Like they're like, oh, he's like the best receiver of all time and all that shit. Like I don't know, maybe that just like kind of annoys me when I hear that.
He said he's getting 2,000 yards this year. So I don't know. He called it. He said I'm getting 2,000.
He's definitely like a hype beast receiver, like where everyone kind of meat rides him because they like him. But
for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I said it, but I have Tyreek at 2. So,
interesting. Okay.
I got him higher than Chase this year. I just think he has more upside than Jamar this year.
So, I think I should announce my 2 first actually, because my 2 is Justin Jefferson. Which, you know, I mean,
getting hot.
Yeah, Justin Jefferson's my 2. I mean, which is not saying it. I mean, he's still a great receiver. You can draft him first, second overall. But I think, you know, Jamar Chase is going to be the best receiver this year. So I have him at 1.
What?
Yeah.
Is there any like specific reason, or is it just like a gut thing?
That's just how I feel. Like Justin Jefferson had first last year. I think it's Jamar Chase's turn to have first this year.
And then Devontae next year?
Basically, yeah, exactly. But yeah, I'm a big Jamar Chase fan. I think him and Joe Burrow are gonna have a great year together. So
I should have known this. I seen you posted on Twitter on the Playbook account that you would take him
yeah,
number
exactly.
one.
Yeah.
Was you actually number one over everyone? Over McCaffrey?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Even in our league with 2 quarterbacks, you take him number one?
No,
Okay.
no.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Wait, can I ask Christian a question?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you think, are you saying that Jamar Chase will have a better season than Justin Jefferson, or are you saying that he's a better receiver?
I think Jamar Chase will have the best season, but I think Justin Jefferson's the best receiver. Which, I mean, they're both, like, really top guys. So, at the end of the day, you can't really go wrong with either one of them.
Yeah.
I just think Jamar Chase will have the best season this year.
Would you take them 1 and 2 in your draft, or would you go running back in between them?
No. Like, if I had to rank all the fantasy players, they're 1 and 2. However way you put it. I would never take a running back in the first round. That's just me. But... I'm on the 0 running back strategy, but
Interesting.
yeah.
Interesting.
What would you do? Would you take one of them first? Or, I mean, we haven't talked about running backs yet, so don't say a name. But
Yeah. If I had the first pick,
yeah.
I'm taking a running back.
Okay.
I think receivers can go really deep. They can go deep.
That's true. I mean, like, our list, I feel like we're pretty different, especially like 16 through 20. Who had the worst list?
We'll leave it up to the fans, bro.
Come on, talk some shit.
I mean, I don't know.
I didn't like that you don't have CD on your list, so I'd have to say your ass.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
I know the narrative.
I mean, you guys will learn, bro. I'm not putting any. I will never draft a Cowboy on any fantasy team,
Dang.
no matter what. Like, that's just not happening. I would rather lose than draft a Cowboy on my team.
You sound racist, bro. I'll never win with one
Philly
of them.
fans will understand. You guys all understand, bro. At the end of the day, that's just how it is. But yeah, no, he wasn't on my list. And he might actually. I don't want to say that, but yeah, bro.
Like what?
Nothing. But yeah, I don't know.
That's crazy.
He's not on my list, so.
Yeah.
I think I got the most heat, so it's okay if you guys say me. But just know the fans will let y'all know that I had the best list. Thank you for watching this episode of the Hot Seat Podcast presented by Playbook Sports. Make sure you guys check us out on Twitter at Playbook Sports, at Playbook Sports HQ, Instagram at Playbook Sports HQ. We got our link tree in there for all our stuff. We got our Discord in there. We're launching a website soon. So we got a lot of stuff for you guys if you guys just stay tuned. Thank you guys for listening to our first episode. We'll see you on the next one.
Peace.